Hello and welcome to this video. I'm going to show off my FastTracker copy clone that I have made. That's called the Mighty Tracker. I will just be covering the actual program and not the source code in this video, because I thought I'd just want to show off what you can do with it and how it works, and maybe I'll do a video on the actual code a bit later. So I'm having a bit of a cold, so you have to excuse my voice. I hope that's okay. So here's the repository, and there are some instructions on how to download and build it. So that's what we're going to do first. I will be covering this in Linux. It should work on Windows as well, but I haven't tested out that platform, so for that you're on your own. But let's start with downloading the actual source code here. Okay, so we'll just download it as a zip. Okay, Mighty Tracker, and okay. So let's just extract the source code and the binaries with some of the graphics in there. Delete that file, and then let's try and build it. So I have prepared a little bit here. Here's the terminal. Okay, so let's try and follow the build instructions here. So what you have to do is, this uses we build in a build directory here. So we're going to do that. We have to create a build directory. Step into that build directory and use cmake to create the make files, and then we can just go ahead and build it. So this uses OpenGL and the glue and what's it called? GILFW, some sort of helper libraries for like user input and managing windows and stuff like that. It also uses Erklang for audio, and I think it's called Pudgy for XML files. So that's the format that it saves the songs in. All right, cool. So now we have we have a tracker here. Yep, and it has the graphics that are needed, but it does not ship with any audio samples for the instruments, because those are expensive, so you have to get those yourself. But I have prepared a couple here, so in the source code as it is now, it will be looking for these paths and try to create 3 instruments from those. So I'm going to steal those from the ones that I have on my folder here, on my computer here. All right, so we're going to see. Okay, so here we have these samples already, and we're just gonna paste those in here, but you would need to get your own to do this then. But there are plenty of web pages that sell wave files of the different instruments that you can try out. There are probably some free ones around as well. So this one comes with well, it's basically, for what I've used, it's a drum and piano. All right, so now that we have that, we should be able to start the tracker. Well, let's try it out. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, so if you start it without a file, it will save whatever you're working on to a new song XML file. So let's see, this is what it looks like. And it has a bunch of channels here that you can input notes into, and then it will just play them at a set speed. So each note will be played, and then we'll wait a certain set of time, and then we'll play the next one. So that's sort of how this works. So you use the I'll call it the function keys, F1, F2, F3, so on, to switch the different instruments here. So when I hit F1, I think that's where the, oh yeah, there it is. There's the piano. And I think here the drums. Clap sounds and stuff like that. Okay, so we could yeah, try this out. Input a bunch of drum sounds in here. I don't know which one's the coolest. I don't know. Yeah, that's one. Okay. So if we input those like that, we can play it by hitting the space bar here. So, alright, so now it's just playing those, and let's try and add in some, I don't know, some clap sounds. Okay, so that's very fast, so we can change the speed of this by changing the beats per minute. So that setting is more like a speed setting for this application. So you would need to have the highest setting on that this beats per minute to whatever the resolution sort of where your instrument is playing that is the fastest, and then you would have to adopt the other ones by having blank spaces in between. So it's not like the beats per minute as in like what the drums would be playing. So maybe it really should be called speed or something like that, but for now I've stuck with beats per minute here. So okay, so we changed this. Now we can hear it slower than it was before. And the application allows you to use the keyboard to scroll around. You can also use your mouse to click, and you can use your mouse wheel to go up and down here. And then if you right click somewhere, you can set the place where the tracker will loop over that spot. So if I put it like this, it's gonna loop from the start to the end here. So you see now it's looping here. And I also added the feature that it starts playing where the first note here is. So if we were to put a note in, say, here instead, a couple of notes here, and we would scroll down till, let's probably need to use the, yeah. So now it's going to start from 53 instead, not from the top of the song, and that is because it's easier to edit tracks that way. If you are creating stuff. So if you want to play it from the start, you'll have to scroll your way to the start again. Yeah, and as you can see, the background, it moves when you are playing the instrument, or when you start playing your track. And I've also attached the first channel here. So whenever something is played here, the background changes. So there are a couple of different backgrounds, and this can kind of be used to create like a cool rhythmic change to the background when you're playing something back. So you see it here. Alright, and then you exit the application using escape. Alright, so now we should have a new song in here. Yeah, we do. So if we start the tracker with that one, we'll get the old song back. It doesn't save the beats per minute yet, so that's something that I would probably want to add in, but right now it doesn't. So that's sort of how the tracker works and what you can do with it. I thought I'd show off a couple of songs that I have recreated inside of this tracker, and I've saved those, so we're going to take over, copy those files over. We got Insomnia, and we got Where Is My Mind by Pixies, and I also have a special one. It's called Sedaya Noche It's an old Russian song. Copy those over. All right, so let's try the one that most people will know here, Insomnia. So, okay. So as you can see here, this one has a little bit more into it. There's a little bit more notes put in here. And there's a loop set here. So this is just the main loop. And let's just listen to that. So there you go. Insomnia by Faithless. Very cool song. I thought it was pretty cool that I was able to recreate this one. Alright. What else we got? Of course, we got the Pixies, Where Is My Mind? And for this one, we're gonna have to turn the tempo way down, otherwise it will be super fast. I think something like this is probably fine. So this is more just pianos in here. Let's listen to it then. Yeah, this is somewhere where I quit, because it takes quite a long time as it is now to input stuff into it, but yeah, that's that. And then of course I'm going to show you guys Sedaya Noche. Since most people won't know what that is, I guess I'll just show it here what it is. Sedaya Noche. And this is the track Sedaya Noche by, I don't know if I dare to pronounce it, Laskovi Mai. And the reason why I know this is because I've been watching a series that's called Slova Patsani. Oh, where is that? Slova Patsana. Yeah, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Pretty cool series, and that's why I wanted to recreate that one. So yeah, let's just listen to it then. And you can find the original playlist. I don't dare to do it now because I'll probably have it the music taken away then due to copyright claims and stuff like that. Sedaya Noche. I think it means gray-haired night or just gray night. I'm not quite sure. All right. That I put in for it. Yeah, so the purpose of this video is just to show it off, what you can do with it. There's quite a lot of code here that manages GUIs, so there is no GUI library that has been used here. It's all written in C++ and OpenGL, and I'm kind of managing it myself. I thought this would be a pretty fun little project to work on. I might return and do some more on it, but it's there, and if someone is interested in like how to write a tracker like FastTracker and stuff like this, I think this could be a good starting point to read through and look at these things and see what kind of challenges you have to deal with and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. The links will be in the description of the video where everything is. So, okay. Well, That's it. Thanks.